Welcome to another special edition. Well, I say special edition.
They're all special.
And I'm choked up, too. Excuse me. Get my throat going here.
Every edition of Litter Media Live is a special edition.
It is that. I ran downstairs, and I'm catching my breath, and I'm still trying to find myself in condition. Here we are. Welcome to the show today on this Thursday, the real edition of Litter Media Live.
Yes.
This is the regular daily show that we do on a regular basis.
Our regularly scheduled programming.
Precisely. This is where it all started. It was with doing daily updates, and here we are. All the other stuff are just special guest appearances. But our special guest today is this guy, Aaron Glandon.
I've been a regular special guest since September of 23.
You were also on a special assignment yesterday. We're going to hear about that on the show today?
Yes, we are.
All right, so stick close for that. Last night, we had storms rumble through southern Ohio, and Elm Grove, from what we understand, down in western Pike County, was hit most. Some of these photos were sent to us by Sarah Richmond. I took a couple of these. This is one of Sarah's photos of some of the damage down, and this is the shelter house that was standing at the fire department, and that fell over. This is the creek overflow that runs next to Morgan's Fork Road. And so you can see some of the strip that goes through there. This was some tornado damage. They say it was a touchdown. This is, again, that's cable from Spectrum. Do you see that through there? Mm-hmm. They had just laid that within the last 6 months, and some of it got washed out already today. So from overnight, and the damage that was there. You've got the video that I sent to you in regards to, there's a creek on the other side, those trees right there. Well, it will spill out over, and you can see where it was rushing down along the ditch area. Well, that also covered the roadway last night. We had, in the Ramey Ranch, in our rain gauge, 3.25 inches of rain.
That's quite a lot.
That we got last night. So that's why your phones were going off with warnings and everything. And I saw this on my way in to work this morning, and I thought, I'm going to take a shot of this. I know you're not supposed to drive with your phone, but it was important for gathering what we wanted to share with you today. So from what we understand, small damage. But if you've got limbs and things down, I didn't walk the Ramey Ranch today, so I don't know if I have debris to clean up when I get home or not. But our power went out about 4:10 for about 15 minutes and came back on. And I found out why, because at the bridge that goes over Morgan's Fork Creek, just north of our house, there was a tree that had fallen down onto the electric line.
That'll do it.
And so that no doubt shorted things out for us.
My wife asked me this morning, did the storm wake you up last night? And I said, there was a storm last night? I had no idea.
Well, I was awake doing some work, and it was rolling through, and it's been a while since I've heard that kind of thunder. And I had Channel 4 on at the time, and Ben Gelber was he zoomed right in on Pike County, so close that he was not saying township roads by number, but township roads by name. And I'm like, gosh, that's just 5 miles away from us, so I'm glad that everyone is safe. We don't know that there were any people harmed in any fashion, but we do know that there were a lot of trees down, so power out. I know that there was a lot of rainwater here in the southern part of the city, because when I went by the paper mill, where the old Mead swimming pool used to be, all covered with water this morning. And then I could see that the west parking lot by the paper mill was filled with water. And you could see where there was mud and debris and everything that must have gone down 8th Street. So, and there was just south of the canoe livery there at Water's Edge, where they're doing this road slip repair. They've been working on that for years. One of the big sycamore trees from the other side of the creek had fallen over and was leaning into the lane area there. So if you're driving, be cautious as you go out and about. You might be surprised by what you see.
Yeah, and let's see what's coming up for us for the weekend.
Yes, look at those winds. They're still coming from the west and going easterly this morning. We'll see temperatures reaching around 81 degrees and just a slight bit of a shower probably around 8 o'clock tonight. So if you've got a ball game you're going to be at or whatever, you might have a little bit of a sprinkle, but other than that, you should be okay. Then as we jump into Friday, beautiful, 76 the high. We'll have some sun early, but then a few clouds and then back to clearing conditions into the overnight hours. As we start the weekend, it looks like there is a bit of a morning shower that you'll get to deal with on Saturday morning, but we should be okay for Father's Day weekend. So an early happy Father's Day to you dads out there. Again, for the forecast in your neighborhood, when you go to littermedia.com, you click where it says weather. You can move that map around. You can interact with it. No matter where you are in the world, it will find you and it will zoom right into your forecast.
I know my grandma in Mississippi has gotten our website and checked.
Is that right?
Checked the weather before.
There you go. How about that? Thank you, Grandma. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at what's making news for us today outside of the weather activity we shared with you from earlier today. So stick close for that. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
For all the beneficial news that you can use, make sure you check out our website, littermedia.com. We got some tips this morning on how to avoid the lightning safety awareness tips. That could have came in handy yesterday, I suppose.
Amen for that, yeah.
Yeah. But you can also see videos we posted on our YouTube channel right there on the right. You can see last week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week, and we'll announce this week's today. But you can find everything that we do right there on littermedia.com.
Mm-hmm. Saw the fellow holding the big fish up there, too. It's important for this weekend. Details are coming up. This just into us, and Mark Johnson, who was here earlier this week, state representative, was telling us, he gave us a little prelude to this about Oklo down in Piketon, an advanced nuclear technology company, and Centrus Energy Corporation, a uranium enrichment and nuclear fuel services provider, announced a letter of intent under which Centrus agrees to supply enough domestic high assay, I guess it's assay, low enriched uranium. They give it an acronym, HALEU, to power up to 5 Aurora powerhouses for multiple years, with deliveries to Oklo scheduled to begin in 2029. Centrus will supply HALEU from its American Centrifuge plant in Pike County to support Oklo's planned 1.2 gigawatt power campus in the region. The agreement, which anticipates a further definitive contract, brings together domestic fuel supply, planned advanced nuclear power generation, customer demand, and project execution here in Southern Ohio, while strengthening fuel certainty for Oklo's planned Aurora powerhouse deployments at a time when access to domestically sourced HALEU remains one of the central constraints facing the advanced nuclear sector. We have talked about their involvement with this plant within the last year and a half, what it's going to mean to employment, to tax dollars, and really, this part of Ohio has been neglected in a great way with something major like this. But this is planned to be, and you were there for the press release, this is planned to be the largest in the world, right?
Is that I thought that one was 10 gigawatts. This sounds like it's talking about a different one.
Well, that is for a different one, but it's going to come from Piketon.
Well, yes, that one in Piketon is supposed to be the biggest in the world.
Yeah, so that it's mind-boggling that this is happening in our backyard. Mm-hmm. So congratulations to those who put it all together to make it happen. Yeah,
absolutely. The Columbus Air Show is happening this weekend, and I got to go down there yesterday and see some of the Thunderbirds' arrivals. And it was a really cool experience. I also got to speak with Lieutenant Colonel Bryce. I forgot his last name. Bryce Turner, a.k.a. Triple. That was his call sign.
Triple?
And he's one of the Thunderbirds. I got to speak to him yesterday up at Rickenbacker Air Base. How long have you been with the Thunderbirds?
I've been with the Thunderbirds since 2023. So one of my first air shows was actually the Columbus Air Show back in 2024.
Now, I imagine it's probably a little different this year with America 250 going on and everything. Does that kind of add to the excitement?
You bet. So we've had a lot of opportunities throughout the year. We're reaching more Americans. We get to celebrate America's birthday in a red, white, and blue airplane. Like, what more could you ask for? What you'll see with the Diamond, especially during their Diamond Pass and Review, is they are 18 inches apart with 10 feet of wing overlap. When we get all 6 jets together, it's about 3 feet of wing overlap, still really close as we're doing all of our maneuvers together.
And so your personal relationships with each other, are you guys real close?
Yeah, so we're a family. We are on the road 230 days a year, so we see each other more than we see our own families. So we know each other's tics, each other's traits, and that helps us build that blind trust while we're flying. I know exactly what Shadow's going to do on the left wing. I know exactly what Boss is going to do, just because we've been together for so long.
Can you tell me a little bit about the jet that you guys are flying in this?
Yeah, you bet. So behind me, you'll see the F-16C model. It is a Block 52. It's capable of going twice the speed of sound, up to 800 knots. It's all-weather, multi-purpose aircraft, so it can do the air-to-air mission. We can hunt down other aircraft, enemy aircraft, or we can do the air-to-ground mission, dropping munitions, and so forth.
And what's different about being on a mission versus being at the Columbus Air Show or something like that?
So for the Thunderbirds, the Columbus Air Show is our mission. We're out here to recruit, retain, and inspire. That inspiration piece is what you're going to see with the 6 jets up in the sky. It's not just us, though. We have over 120 enlisted that are on the ground, and they come from all different backgrounds that you see in a normal combat unit. You have your maintenance, you have your support staff, you have your public affairs. Everything you would see in the normal Air Force, we have on our team.
Do you have a favorite part of the show?
Oh, you bet. My favorite part of the show is when no one knows I'm coming and I sneak up on you real fast, real loud. Normally in the show, you'll be able to see or hear us coming, but the solos will be just under the speed of sound, so we should be hitting you about the same time the sound does.
Awesome. And this is kind of just a question I was curious about.
Sure.
When you're up there and you're upside down, flying upside down, do you feel like you're upside down?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You're hanging on the straps. So especially the solos, we tighten our seatbelt as hard and as tight as possible so that when we're upside down, we're not hitting our heads against the canopy.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Dan, you couldn't hear the question I asked him there, but because we were watching that without audio, I said when you're flying and you go upside down, because I've always been curious about this, does it feel like you're upside down when you're moving at those speeds? And he said, oh, yeah. We have to strap in real tight to make sure that we're not bumping our heads on the cockpits.
Yeah, you probably feel the weight being pushed up onto your shoulders at that point in time.
I also asked him off camera because he's about as tall as I am. Yeah. And I said, I feel like usually I see pilots depicted as shorter. Is it really cramped in there? And he's like, the standard size, you can be up to 6'4" and still fly, is their regulations, but he's
comfortably though.
Right. He's 6 foot, and he said it's real tight in those cockpits.
If you've never been over to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, to the Air Force Museum, there's a plane that you can get into and try and squeeze into that.
Yeah.
And I recall doing the same thing in an Indy car, and I thought, it is jam-packed. How do these guys do this? It's really incredible. But
so don't forget.
Very envious of this guy yesterday to get to go up there.
It was a cool experience. Don't forget the air show is coming up this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Rickenbacker. You can find the full schedule of events at columbusairshow.com.
Very cool. Now, back on the road down in Huntington Township, they've changed up the Blaine Highway 772 intersection. You saw that sign you went by. They have red flags on these, the fluorescent red, to let you know it is an all-way stop now. And it feels awkward as all get out as you drive through, because for 30-plus years, I've been just driving right on through, but now you have to stop. So pay attention to that. If you're not familiar with the area, if you've been to a Huntington football game or a baseball game, anything over at the complex, and you go 772, that is now an all-way stop. So the signage is there. Follow the signs. Follow the signs. Come see the Ross County Health District today at the Chillicothe and Ross County Public Library, the Northside branch. They'll be there until 2:30 today with immunizations and youth vision exams. This is going to happen for the next 4 weeks as well on a Thursday. So make sure that you look at the Northside branch. You got the Paxton branch, Kingston branch, and I can't see the other for the
Main Library.
Main Library. And again, if you have any questions, just contact the Ross County Health District Public Health Nursing at 740-775-1146.
Ohio's annual free fishing days are coming up on Saturday, June 20th and Sunday, June 21st, and they give all residents a chance to fish at any public waterway without a license, according to the ODNR Division of Wildlife. June 20th and 21st is the only weekend of the year on which residents 16 years old and older can fish public waters without purchasing a fishing license. Anglers under 16 can fish for free year-round and are not required to hold a license. All other fishing regulations, size requirements, and bag limits do apply during this weekend. And for more info, you can check out our story at littermedia.com.
This is key weekend. Take Dad fishing.
Yeah.
An opportunity to go out and fish for free. Nearly half of Adina's 2026 residency and fellowship graduates are continuing their careers with the organization, reinforcing the health system's commitment to growing a strong local physician workforce and expanding access to care across southern and south central Ohio. 6 of the 14 physicians completing training this year will remain at Adina Health, supporting primary, specialty, and hospital-based care throughout Adina's 9-county service area. This year's group adds to a growing trend, and over the past 5 years, 15 residency graduates have chosen to practice at Adina, strengthening a pipeline of physicians dedicated to serving the region long-term. You can see all this, read more about it at littermedia.com.
And the same with this story. The Ohio Emergency Management Agency, National Weather Service, and the Ohio Committee for Severe Weather Awareness are promoting Lightning Safety Awareness Week, which runs from June 21st to the 27th. They lay out ways that you can stay safe before, during, and after the storm, and you can find all those tips in our story at littermedia.com.
Coming up Saturday, the Knights of Columbus Council 15793 will host a drive-through food distribution from 10 until 11:30 a.m. right behind St. Peter Church at the corner of Church and Water Streets. Ross County residents in need of food are invited to enter the parking lot using the Church Street entrance and exit to Water Street. Additionally, diapers, baby formula will all be available while supplies last. Distribution is scheduled to begin at 10 a.m. They ask that you not arrive early and block access to the church or Church Street itself. And again, that is Saturday from 10 a.m. until 11:30 a.m.
And that's news.
Mm-hmm. Coming up, we'll look at sports on the way. But first, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Why is it the air conditioner kicks on as soon as...
As soon as I clicked on this picture, the air conditioner turned on.
It's like the mouse is connected to our thermostat. Your trusted comfort advisor is Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If you've got an issue, maybe you'd like to have them connect your mouse to the air conditioner and thermostat.
What a revolutionary feature that would be.
That would be really cool, literally. And it's something my wife would be hitting all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Heating, cooling, and plumbing, they want you to be comfortable in your home or your business. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com for AccurateHVAC.com.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Dixie Chopper, speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
And we will announce that. Let's just announce that at the end of sports, and then you can take off since you have somewhere to be.
Yes, my wife has a doctor's appointment. Her car is down, so I got to run back home, get her, and we got to run to her appointment up in Columbus here in a bit. Let's start with sports. The Paints fell to the Cape Catfish last night, 7-2. Difficult for them because they won the Prospect League championship at Camp Girardeau here a few years back. Well, here's a little payback, I guess. They have slipped to 9-11 on the season now. They'll get back into action in Thrillville tonight. Thrillville is actually Marion, Indiana. A former broadcaster who lived here in Chillicothe that worked with us at WBEX is now living in Marion, Indiana. And he was asking
I went to college there.
Well, he said, are you going to be with the Paints when they come to... And I didn't realize Thrillville was Marion, Indiana.
Who plays in Marion?
The Thrillbillies.
All the time I went to college in Marion, Indiana, I didn't know there was a Prospect
Is
League
that
team.
right?
Yeah.
That's right, because Ohio or Indiana Wesleyan's there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
Maybe it's like Chillicothe. I mean, the Paints are here, but they play out at the VA, which is 4 miles north of town. So maybe it was something like that, and you never wandered away from campus.
Maybe. You'd think I'd hear about it, though. I don't know.
Well, the Thrillbillies have been around, I think, 2 years.
So, then they wouldn't have been around while I was at college.
Yeah, I don't think they were a thing yet.
Okay. That makes more sense. The Reds won the series, but they couldn't complete the sweep last night. They fell to the Mets 9-1. And they're off today and will play the Yankees in New York tomorrow night.
New York, New York. The Guardians suffered another loss. The Brewers, man, they seem to just always get it together. 9-4 the final. The last game in that series takes place today, 2 o'clock in Milwaukee. And this we learned yesterday. I want to thank our buddy Lori Graves. she had posted a picture of J.J. Barnhart. Remember J.J.? He was part of the Special Olympics, and he was participating in the pentathlon.
Mm-hmm.
First time he'd ever done anything like this. First time, I guess, they had the pentathlon in the Special Olympics. There was a scoring issue, and he was corrected from having a silver medal to winning the doggone thing overall with a gold medal.
There we go.
So congratulations to J.J. Barnhart, gold medal winner at the Special Olympics up at Ohio State University. So wish we could have brought that picture to you, but it was just before we went on the air. So the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week.
Yeah, let's
jump right into that. Our pets this week, because there's two, they come from the Keaton family, who say Jasper rules the home with a sharp claw and loving heart. He fiercely protective of his family, attentive to his sister's needs, obsessed with Tim, that's Dad. He loves to charge up in his window bed and always plays fetch with his favorite toys. And Bella, that's the orange cat there, she loves with a heart of gold, lives for a lap to curl up in, purrs immediately when she sees us coming, and is obsessed with Joellen's, that's Mom, and never allows her to get lonely. She's always with her, obsessed with her. Both cats ensure that we are cared for when our medical needs happen. They're definitely our best friends and caregivers. And congratulations to Jasper and Bella.
I love the names. Got a Twilight theme going on there. Adorable.
Yeah, you caught that. I didn't catch that, but you had it there.
I'm an avid Twilight movie watcher.
And thank you to Tim and Joellen. They were also complimentary of what we do here at Litter Media. We appreciate that, and thank you for watching. And congratulations, you guys have the Pets of the Week. And you can see all of the Pets of the Week when you go to littermedia.com. And if you want to make a nomination, please do so. Send that to littermedia@gmail.com. Include a photo and tell us about your pets and how important they are to you. Now, you'll not see Bella and Jasper up on our page just yet. Can you handle that?
After the show, they'll be on there about 2 o'clock, I'd say.
Okay, but we will be sharing that on our social media as well, so you'll get a chance to see them. So congratulations, Jasper, and to Bella. All right, I've got to hit the road, so I will see you all tomorrow. You're back at it for the rest of the program?
Yeah, when we come back, I will tell you about this date in history and our national days without Dan Ramey. But first, let me tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Online all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. You can log on at litterpropane.com.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
This day in history, I got to figure out how to center myself without Dan here. This date in history today takes us back to 1178, and I don't have an image because we were kind of in a rush to get started this morning. But 1178 AD, five monks at Canterbury report something exploding on the moon shortly after sunset. And this is the only known observation of that event. My explanation? Aliens. Let's talk about our national days real quick. It's Go Fishing Day, Splurge Day, and Want to Get Away Day. And all these seem to go together to me. You can want to get away, so you splurge on some fishing equipment and go fishing. That's your plan for this Thursday. And that's our show for this Thursday. We'll see you again tomorrow on another edition of Litter Media Live. So for Dan Ramey, I'm Aaron Glandon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m.